My opponents say that that emotions are why people people with emotions are the reason. The emotions that people have are the reason that people are dying because of guns. The U.S. needs to take action and crack down on these unacceptable gun control laws. According to my research, the U.S. has one of the highest gun-related violence rates. Other countries who have made stricter gun control laws have much lower gun-related crime rates. England has some of the tightest gun control laws, and its gun-related murder rates are at 0.04 people killed in 100,000. America's rates are at 3.42, almost 100 times worse. People are able to buy fully automatic firearms in 44 states. This is a very large factor in how many gun-related crimes are committed. In America, someone could obtain a fully automatic rifle and do whatever they want with it. At gun shows, if there is a fully automatic weapon showed, then they can just buy it, no questions asked, and use it to do whatever they want. You could do this with any kind of gun, but it would do more damage if it was a rapid-fire weapon. At Sandy Hook, it was only an AR-15, only a semi-automatic rifle. Imagine if Adam Lanza had taken a rapid-fire rifle from his mom. How many more teachers and children would have been killed? How many more lives lost? An AK-47 can fire 10 rounds per second. That is a potential of 10 people to get shot in 1 second. When people are given that kind of power, even if they use it right, who knows what could happen? Going back to what I said about Adam Lanza's mom, some people are not responsible with their firearms. If people are not responsible with their weapons, they should not be able to have them. The only reason that Lanza was able to get his mother's firearms is because she did not keep them locked up. If she had kept her guns in a gun safe, Adam would have never been able to take the guns. None of the children would have died. None of the people at Sandy Hook. If we made it so that you could not buy a gun as easily and restricted what kind of weapons were available to buy, there would be not as much of a problem. If we have the right to bear arms, then it is only fair that we have every right to regulate them and take them away if necessary. The U.S. needs to have stricter gun control laws. If we have the right to bear arms, then we should have every right to take them away. And next time you think you need your precious weapon, just think of all the lives lost. Is it really worth it?
They say you can buy automatic weapons with no questions asked, but I disagree. To get any type of weapon, you have to get background checks, and you have to have a carrying permit, and you have to go through training. It's not as easy as it sounds. Therefore, it's not easy to buy automatic weapons. They say
my opponents have said that if that you can get a gun at Walmart for a little over $500, but if you have that much money that you can buy a gun, you would most likely have enough money that you can pay for all of the other necessities like food and clothes and stuff, and that guns aren't useless, and you can also get more benefits out of just buying a gun, because you can use it for hunting, so you can get food and you can make sell skins and stuff on certain types of animals, and so you can make profit. And my opponents also said that if we have the right to own guns, they should have the right to take them away. But I disagree, because if you take away people's rights, they're just going to rebel, because it makes them angry. So, yeah. And then, if the U.S. also has the most gun control or gun violence, We also have a lower amount of other violences and problems than other countries. So if some countries have low gun violence, they can still have, most likely have a different problem. But my teammates and I have said that we think the current amount of gun control we have now is all we need in order to save the country. But we agree with the other team how we need to get rid of automatic guns and military-grade guns. Our final argument is that the White House aims to clarify laws and background checks for gun sales. Based on my research, the White House says that anyone with or has had a previous mental illness will not be issued a gun whenever they try to get gun ownership. Our reasoning is that a lot of times when someone is trialed for a gun violence, they plead that they have a mental illness. So if they issue this law, a lot of these mass shootings will not occur because they won't be issued a gun. And if we think that someone had to get a background check when they go to get a gun, and if they have a mental illness, that law could save people's lives. And we think that if we keep the gun control the same, people will be able to defend themselves from those who don't deserve to have a gun, or that if they get their gun illegally, and they can prevent violence and potentially save someone's life or many people's lives. We think that the United States should also have a ban on assault and automatic weapons. Because of all the mass school shootings or any type of mass shootings were done with an automatic or an assault weapon, which it only takes around 3 seconds to change a magazine and a gun and load it. People can't even process or do pretty much anything in that short amount of time. Our evidence is that the state of Connecticut, shortly after the tragic school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary, set a law that banned assault and automatic weapons in Connecticut. They quote, "The state in its defense of the law disputed the claim of widespread usage, referring to Sandy Hook. It argued that the banned weapons and magazines present unjustifiable threats and that gun violence would decrease if both are outlawed." Another fact about Sandy Hook is that the person who, I forgot his name, Adam, who committed the crime, he also had a mental illness. So even though he didn't buy these guns, they were his parents, but since he has mental illness and he could have got like a background check or something to save him or save like those people's lives, because since he has a mental illness. And so that we think the United States would be a lot more safer if we were to keep gun control safe, but with minor changes such as banning assault and automatic weapons. Americans wouldn't always have to be in such fear as parents being afraid their child will come home from school or not just because some unintelligent person not in their right mind decides to pick up a gun and walk into school.
My opponent has stated that you can't buy guns at a gun show without it.
Just go.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, my opponents have stated that you can buy guns at a gun show, but you have to still have a background check. But we disagree because we actually have had cases in St. Louis where no one has had a background check and have bought guns at gun shows. This has been evident in the Young Turks, which is a news station online. Also, why do you need guns? Really? Why would you need it to protect yourself? If we didn't have guns, you could protect yourself with a knife or with your bare hands instead of just projectile weaponry. And even if you think it's only for entertainment, could you just live without that entertainment? Do you really need to go hunting every day? Do you need to hunt for food when you could have just used that money that you used to buy ammo and the gun to buy stuff from Walmart and have just eaten that way? And that is my rebuttal. So.